Hey folks, Landstryder here, and you're watching episode 33 in my Regrowth series. This pack's available on the Feed Beast launcher, and it's made by Phoenix-Lodge. So today, it seemed like most people were interested in seeing me get into some blood magic, so we're going to do that today. A couple quick updates on what's going on in here. This has almost completely finally eaten this node. It's down to like the last couple points of aspect in that. And when it gets really low and there's only one, it kind of gets jammed up. So I think there's only 1 point left. So I probably could just get rid of it at this point. See, as soon as it's all jammed up, well, I'm going to let it go because it's almost got that gone. I'm going to go get a new one. You may have noticed that the past couple episodes I did not induct anybody into the Hall of Heroes. There's lots of candidates on the list of fans on YouTube that I could probably just grab somebody, but I really want it to be someone that wants to be on here, is definitely watching the series and keeping up with it. So I'm going to ask for names. If you're not currently in the Hall of Heroes and you'd like to be in the Hall of Heroes, go ahead and leave a comment, and I will do 2 out of the people that comment on this video in the next video. So there we go. So no inductions today. I'm going to do 2 next time. And I got 9 places left. Is that right? 9? Yes, 9 places left in there. So we're going to get it filled up way before the end of the series. So if you want to be in there, leave a comment. And yeah, that's pretty much all you got to do. Leave a comment with your in-game name, too. That way I can get your head right. Other little updates. If you happen to crash... You see, I've had to replace these microblocks with slightly different color, or slightly different color of glass. And if we look down here, if you happen to have a crash, sometimes the microblocks will lose their data. So look, these microblocks all turned into limestone strips, and that's what I get every time I have like this weird thing happen. It turns a whole bunch of my microblocks into limestone microblocks instead of whatever their texture is supposed to be. So I don't know. If you ever have that happen, I don't know what caused it or whatever, but it seems to happen when if I crash out of the game or something like that. So blood magic. I've been hard at work over here. I decided to go with a standard road coming out of here, 3 wide, and then up to a gate. Ooh. Okay. Let me get ready to kill you. Alright. Up to a gate that has like, it's not perfect. It's supposed to be like chain fence link or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. It would look better if it was the higher quality textures for this, but hopefully Sortex will catch up with that someday. All the different chisel textures. There's so many of them. So we come out here. I finally used some trodden dirt. Somebody was asking me, use some trodden dirt someplace. There it is, trodden dirt. I got a trodden dirt path around blood altar. Should have come out here in the daytime. That would have been better. It's midnight, so can I go sleep it off real quick? Probably can do that. Sleep it off and then make my actual altar. I think I can make my altar. Probably gonna require a bunch of stuff that isn't standard. So let's see what that's going to take. So we want a altar. This right here. Oh yeah, a whole bunch of stuff that's not standard. So I'm going to need a runic altar. That's easy enough. Runic altar, come over here. Get me a pearl and... Oh, don't have it here. It's in the basement. I got lots of it in the basement. Nothing new going on. I haven't really done any building since the last episode, other than the blood altar, which we'll see better in the daytime now. Let me get a couple stacks and take it up there. And we will get this working, actually. Just go ahead and make it right here, like that, with one of those. There we go, runic altar. And then the other thing is charged a tombstone, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to need some redstone and glowstone for that. redstone, and I should have some glowstone over here. Maybe? Yes, glowstone. I can't remember what it takes to make. Let's see if I have any attuned stones at all. They might still be in here. No, I have one attuned stone, so that I can just charge that. Should be able to just charge that. Let's see if I can remember the recipe. I can't. It's not coming to me. Let me go look in my witchery books. I think my witchery books are inside here. I need to do a lot more organizing and moving things around yet. And I want to show you something I set up. I was gonna use. No, that's not my witchery books. Where are my witchery books at? Books. Could they possibly be? Oh, you know, I bet I know where they're at. I bet they were there. I bet they were in my bookbinder. It's okay, because I want to take them out and put them someplace else. Bookbinder? Not in there. Bookbinder in here? No. How about in here? Yes. Bookbinder. And it's probably, yeah, there's all my witchery books. Okay, so I actually have a place I want to keep these witchery books now. You see, I started to set up the cemetery. I started using all those gravestones that I picked up from the dungeon last episode, and as soon as the grass grew back underneath them, they disappeared. So I'm not sure what's up with that. I think that's the if it's empty, make it go away setting in gravestones. But yeah, I got that far. I was gonna make like a little mausoleum and put these on the corners of it. I got ideas, but I gotta make sure that the gravestones don't disappear on me. So in here, I added this bookshelf. And this is a really cool bookshelf. This was going to be how I got down to the blood altar. I was going to put the blood altar deep underground. That's what I was going to do. It's not what I'm going to do now, though. Let me show you. Let me put my witchery books all in here. A bunch of witchery books in there. So just distribute them a little bit so that they, yeah. The bookshelf looks a little bit. That's okay. That's good. So I was gonna do this thing right here. Check this out. Redstone book. Look at that. And then now I have this hole that goes all the way down to bedrock. And in a few seconds, it closes back up. Now there's nothing around here. You could hear the pistons, but you don't know where they're at, right? So let's go take a look at that. Is that right here? Yeah. Actually, I would have been better off to come through the corner there. Through right. Put this back. Put that back. Right here. Yeah. Slime from my slimy pick. So down here we've got some force relays that I made. These are pretty easy. You just throw a piston in the mana pool and you get a force relay. And then what happens is I've got an amplified redstone crystal so that it doesn't matter where I put that book in that bookshelf, it'll work. Except for slot 1. Or except for the slot, or technically that's slot 0. So slot 0 is a 0 redstone output. When you move this book, this redstone volume, to any of these other slots, it outputs a redstone signal based on the slot that it's in. This is a good way to set a redstone signal of a specific strength if you need to. So I can just, if I put it here, that's a redstone strength of 1, 2, 3, all the way up to redstone strength of 15 for the final slot. So when that outputs a redstone signal, this guy right here picks it up. It's a strong crystal, so it outputs a redstone signal 15, which flows around here and sets these timers off. I wasn't sure which timer I needed. It took me a while to figure it out that I needed 2 timers to make this work. Because the other ways that I was trying to do it, the redstone signal would just keep making the timers flip-flop. And I don't know, that's what I ended up with. Put them underneath the pistons, and what happens is, I can't really, it's not, what happens is when this book gets to any other slot, those pistons extend, pushing the force relays, which are tied to those 2 blocks up here, over, and then after the timers run out, pushes them back, closes up the secret passage. So I got a secret passage for something for deep underground there. Like I said, I was originally going to put the blood altar and stuff, all that down there. I wanted to show it to you because it was a cool kind of thing to set up. But I'm ultimately not going to use it for the blood altar. After I got down there, I'm like, I started thinking about it. I'm like, this thing's going to be huge, and I can really make it look nice, and it would look pretty good over here, and you know, from the city. And what I could do is from this blood altar, I can now build a big palace around the two sides of it, like big L-shaped palace around the two sides of it. And make that the palace thing I was talking about. Could even do a little bit of a hill. I don't know. I'm kind of like I like flat. I like flat. You know, it's hard for me to build things that aren't flat. I can do okay with flat, so we'll probably end up being flat. Yeah. Back to what I was trying to do. I need to make. I got my books out and I wanted to read the one that said how to charge an attune stone, which should be circle magic. Right here. Circle magic, and I think it's just like on page 14 or so. Rite of charging. Okay, so I need redstone and glowstone like I thought, wood ash, and quicklime. Okay, those are the other two ingredients that I didn't remember. Let's put that back. I'm actually going to just throw this on there for another book on the shelf. So, I think, what is this? Is this quicklime? That's wood ash. Is this quicklime? No, it's gypsum, so I need to take another wood ash and make a quicklime. There we go. So there's all my ingredients. And of course, you want to take off your ring of magnetization when you do this, otherwise you will get frustrated. At least I will, usually. There we go. Come over here. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Dang it. What did I pick up? The glowstone. There we go. And take that stuff in and pop it out in a second. There's my charged attuned stone. So that's two of the things. What else do I need? I need some thaumium ingots and some altars. And I get only 3 altars from this. Ugh. That's annoying. So I'm back over to the witch's thing. So that's bottle of water. I need exhale of horn one, breath of the goddess, and 2 rowan wood. Back through here, go through the swamp. Well, I was gonna say that suddenly the frogs were silent, and then they started going again. So what did I say I needed? I need this. I need one of these. Exhale. Actually, I need 2 of these because I'm gonna have to make this twice. Breath of the goddess. That was it, right? Exhale hormone. Breath of the goddess. 2 bottles, and then I'm gonna need 4. Rowan wood. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can make the other things over there. Let me put these away as I'm going by. So yeah, a lot involved in even just getting started into this. You have to have pretty much you gated behind all the other magics. So there's some witchery stuff involved. There's some Thaumcraft stuff involved. And there's some Botania stuff involved. So that... Oh, wait, no. Getting ahead of myself. First, I gotta make these these altar bits. That. 2 bottles of water. Bottles. Where would I find bottles at? Do I have glass nearby? No. I bet there's bottles over here. In this chest still. One of these days, I'm gonna finish emptying this thing out. No, there's not. Brews with love. Okay, no. One of these days I'm going to finish cleaning that thing out. Where do I have bottles at? Oh, I bet I know where I have bottles at. One of these chests? Glass files. There we go. There's bottles. Give me 2 of those. Get some water. And the other thing was bricks. So that I can achieve with a chisel. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I need 8. Dang it. I need just 8. Just 8. There we go. Just 8 of those. Give me some bricks. And that. There we go. Altar bits. I'm going to have 2 of these left over after all this that I'm never going to be able to use for anything else, pretty much. Oh, thaumium. Need thaumium. And the easiest way to get that is to throw some of this. 2, 3, 4. Need 8 of those, and I need 2 iron. I don't suppose I have any iron over here. Oh my goodness. I gotta get my cables run and get my terminals over here so that I have access to my materials in different places. I need one in the witch house. I need one in the one over at the lighthouse, definitely. And then I don't know where else there. Maybe one in the barn. Or at least some cables run over there so that I can or no, actually I only need 2. And you see I made some tripwires while I was trying to mess with different things for that secret entrance. It didn't work out. So that's why I went with the timer instead. I couldn't get the tripwire to go across the opening of the drop tunnel and work. I'm not sure why. It would only work when I was on top of a block. So throw that in there. Throw that in there. Should be my 2 thaumium. Excellent. And that node is gone now, so I need to replace it soon. So there we go. Blood altar. Now we'll go out there and take a look. Really? Nighttime again? We're going to say go out there and take a look at it in the daytime, but it's not actually daytime, so we'll make it daytime. And now we'll head out there. And take a good look at it. So what I use for all this decoration out here is a void stone. Most of it. There's some obsidian right up here on the top. This is obsidian. Chiseled obsidian. And this is void stone from chisel. Really not that hard to make. There's 2 kinds. There's a regular void stone, which is just an ender pearl and some obsidian and some stone. And then there's the charged, or the energized void stone. Which is just, it replaced the ender pearl with an eye of ender, and you get the charged version. Problem with the charged version is the textures don't connect on some of the textures that I would have liked to have connected, so I didn't use as much of the energized as I could have, but I used it on like the pillars. You can see it kind of like has a animated texture, and I used down here on this pillar too. And then this is voidstone brick. I used blocks of manilium because it's purple like the voidstone for the bases on the that will eventually have what you call it, the things there. Beacons. That's what I'm trying to say. Beacons. And then this goes right on the top in the center. There we go. Yeah, I would have liked to have used the other thing about the energized glowstone, since it has an animated texture, it will not go into a carpenter's wedge. It will not go into a carpenter's block at all. So I was bummed about that. So I couldn't use it because I was going to use energized glowstone in this top ring. But I think that looks pretty good with that pattern of obsidian stuff. So there we go. I got that. The altar all set up. Except now I need some other stuff. In fact, I need these sacrificial dagger. I don't know if it's a dagger in this pack or if it's the orb. Sacrificial, it's a dagger. Knife. So I need to take an Arthana and throw that into a mana pool. So we're involving everything again there. An Arthana. I don't know if I have stuff in here for that. Probably don't have the emeralds over here yet. Arthana. Yeah, I just need an emerald over here. Goodness. And I actually need a lot more emeralds because I want to upgrade all my barrels to maximum size, or not my barrels, my drawers to the maximum size. So I'm gonna need more emeralds than I've got. So I might as well just make a few more. There we go. Bring them over here. A little bit of lag sometimes when I go over to that general area. There we go. There's my Arthana. Actually, just put those in there and that in there. Put that stuff away. Might as well throw this stuff in there too. Why not? Cookies. Why not? Alright, now, take this and throw it in a mana pool. And I should get me a sacrificial dagger. That I can then start sacrificing blood to the altar. Where's it at? There we go. Nope, missed. Try that. There we go. Also, I am going to want... Do I have one left? No, I do not. I am going to want a regeneration potion. Well, that can make this super easy. Super easy. Especially if I got the 25-minute one. Because if I had 25 minutes of regen, I could just sit there and sacrifice blood like crazy. I don't know if this has a version of blood magic where you get hunger whenever you have regeneration. Which would be kind of bad. I might have to get some non-magical food to eat over there. Oh, I think yeah, that's why. Like, why am I not magnetizing everything? Because I took my ring of magnetization off so that I wouldn't mess up my thing over there. Oop. I gotta be careful running through there because it pushes frogs around. I like to keep them right where they're at. So I try not to run through there too much. There we go. Give me those. Give me those. Am I going to get more than one of these? Nope. All that for just one extreme essence. But that's okay. Shoot. Then I need a bottle of water, I think, too. Other side. There we go. Bottle of water. You know, something I was hoping to find in that catacombs, I didn't really... I mean, I probably need to go back and explore more. I was really hoping to find a piece of a research note, because that's what I've been missing to make this one flower that I've been wanting to make for like forever. And they're not easy to find in this pack, so you got to find them in treasure chests, research notes, or research fragment or something like that. What is it? Fragment. There, that right there. Knowledge fragment. You need a knowledge fragment for that recipe. And I've not been able to come up with one. So, toss that in there, and one of these. Speed, regeneration. That's what I want. Regeneration. Now, I could just continuously eat my food. Which, in fact, I will eat one right now so that I'm full. I could just continuously eat the food. And it would grow back fast enough, and I could just keep eating it. But it'd be nice just to stand here. You know what else I need that I don't have with me? Stones. I need smooth stone or stone. I don't know if I have any here or not. Do I have some in here? I've got a few. That'll be enough to show you guys what I'm about to do. Because I'm going to have to sit here for like a while. Quite a while. And, well, let's start by doing this. Let's see what happens here. So now, sacrificial dagger. And I'm going to sacrifice some of my health into the altar. So each time I do this, I get a little bit of blood into the altar. And I can improve that later. But first, before I can really do anything more than this, I need to get some tablets. Let's go blood magic stuff. Blood magic stuff. I want to make these blood runes. This is my goal here. This is going to expand my altar. So right now, my altar is a tier 1 altar. Because I have no blood runes. And you see where all the cobblestone is right now. That is all of the places where I need to put runes. Now they could be standard blood runes, and that would at least upgrade my tier. But there's all kinds of other runes that have special effects that will affect the performance of your altar, or alter it. Alter your altar in various ways. So what I want, well, initially I might want a couple self-sacrifices as I have to do this process, right? I have to, whoops, give me that back. I have to sacrifice health to the altar, and it looks like we have a version that doesn't have the hunger effect. whenever you have a regeneration on up here. So this is going to help out a lot. I'm going to be able to fill this up pretty easily, regenerating health all the time for like the next 25 minutes. But these things right here, these blank slates. Slates are used throughout a lot of the crafting processes of blood magic. You use blank slates. Oh, I need living rock. Good thing I didn't try. Well, I mean, I could have tried to put that in there. I've been like scratching my head. Why is it not working? It's not working because it's the wrong thing in this pack. Give me that back. Okay. Did I just dupe a stone? No. Visual glitch. Well, it's a dang good thing that I have my living stone generator at this point, because I am going to need a ridiculous number of slates. And for that, I actually can do something now. I found something in Automagi that will allow me to completely and fully automate this. So that I don't have to come down here and flip this lever. There's a thing that I can do in Automagi. I haven't researched it yet, so I can't do it today, but I might do it soon. I might have it set up for the next episode, so you guys will be able to see it then. That will allow me to determine when this is a living rock, right here on the corner. Once that's a living rock, then I can switch on a redstone signal using the timer, using the hourglass, turn this redstone signal on for a certain number of seconds, and then turn it back off, and then wait again for this to be a living rock. Actually, I don't even need to do that. I can just basically, as long as there's living rock right here, I can have the redstone signal coming over here. As soon as the stone hits, then it would turn off. Yeah, that would work. So let me get a bunch of living rock here. I'm going to go back over to the altar and start making a whole bunch of slates. I'll be back in a moment. Alright, well, I was able to get a little bit more than a stack done with that regeneration that I had. Oh, it's that stupid visual glitch with the altar. Sometimes it looks like you get more items out of it than you actually do. You're not actually duping anything, it's just a visual thing. So, first thing I want to create with these, though, before I even worry about making... Oh, you know what else I need to do? I need to make... Let's see if I have some diamonds in here. I need a diamond. Where'd it go? There it is. Diamond. And because I need a blood orb. And I believe that's a diamond. The first level of blood orb is a diamond. So let's throw one of those in there with a little bit of blood. Actually, not sure how much blood. Can just eat some food for a quick regeneration. Your high regeneration has caused you to become hungry. Oh, blood magic. So if you apparently if you eat that while you're on the altar, it'll make you hungry. But it seemed to work. I didn't get that message at all while I had the long regeneration on earlier, so it must be that if you do something that would give you the effect within the range of the altar here, it probably does something to you. I was taking a lot of blood, taking a bit of time here. You put a little bit extra in there. I'm not sure. There we go. That's what I needed right there. Blood orb, weak blood orb. That's the first blood orb. Just click off into the air. Right, like see right now it doesn't say anything. Stores raw life essence. Click off into the air once. That'll put a little bit of life essence into my pool, but it'll also bind that to me. So now it says current owner Landstryder. That's important for some of the things you want to do with it. You can use it without it being binded for this crafting recipe I'm about to do, which is that plus that and some glass. I hope I have glass in here. Yeah, I have plenty of glass in here. That's where I thought I left my glass. So there we go. Get my divination sigil. Bring that back out. So now with the divination sigil, I can check how much life essence I have in my pool, which is 200. So every time I click this, I'm going to use up one of my life points, or one of my hearts. That's going to give me 200 blood essence. That's also the same amount that it puts into the pool, into the altar whenever I click this, 200 points, unless I get some upgrades. So I need to get some blood runes to upgrade all that. Let's see if I can make some blood runes. In fact, let's see if any of the recipes have changed for blood runes, because they may be different too. Let's see, blood rune. No, that's pretty standard. I'm going to need a bunch of stone. What I would like to do though is get the self-sacrificing ones. So I'm actually going to need, oh, I can't do those until I have a tier 2 altar. So I need to upgrade it to a tier 2 altar. And I think that's probably as far as I'm going to get today, is get to the tier 2 altar. Maybe make a couple more sigils. Let's see, what sigils could I make? Sigils that I could currently make. I can make the water sigil, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. That takes, that's a low tier. And the lava one. I don't know about the void. No, that takes a tier 2 altar. So up beyond, most of these are going to be taken tier 2. Sigil of magnetism, that's pretty high tier. I can just use my magnetism ring for now. And since it's single player, I don't mind using the magnetism ring. It's not that difficult to take it off in the few instances that I need to worry about it. The only time I really don't like using the magnetism ring is when I'm playing on a multiplayer server, because then it gets annoying trying to work around your friends and exchange items. So we won't do that, or we won't worry about that one for a while. Oh yeah, I came over here to get stone. A bunch of stone. I'm going to need some of that for crafting, I'm pretty sure. Let's head back over to the factory. We can use the applied energistics crafting grid. Yeah, we'll just use this. And I can put all this stone in there. There we go. Go in there. All of it in there. So sigil, or actually blood rune. We're going to start with 8 of these. And that's going to give me... Oh, I guess I got to put these in here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more of those. There we go, excellent. Now if I take these up and replace my cobblestone right here on the top tier, I'm going to do this. Actually, no, I got one in the middle. I don't want that. Well, if I break that one in the middle and then put that there, then I can do this. Did that? Oh, how did I run out? Oh, because there's cobblestone underneath. Whoops. Give me those back. Give me those back, please. Okay, that didn't work as well as I was hoping it would. Because I got cobblestone underneath the carpenter's wedges, because I needed something there to put them down on. So there we go. Now I'll just fill them in by hand. Do it the hard way. There we go. So now, if I take my divination sigil and click it on the altar, I'm going to get some information telling me how much essence is currently in there. 3,000. So I can know exactly how much is in there. The altar, the tier of the altar, it's now tier 2 altar. It started out as a tier 1, and when I added these blood runes in this pattern, it became tier 2. And it tells me its total capacity is 10,000 LP. So the most it could possibly hold in it is 10,000. And the way to, obviously the way to get life into it is this way for now. I can also sacrifice mobs. Sacrifice mobs with a different kind of blade. Let's see. Different kind of knife for that. This right here. Need one of these. Dagger of Sacrifice. So I would change I need a tier 2 altar, which I do have now, and I can change an iron sword into a dagger of sacrifice. And that would allow me to sacrifice mobs and creatures that aren't me to the blood altar. I could also do villagers and some other things like that. So, I mean, there's different ways that I could come up with to get either mobs or villagers or creatures, animals. I could even do farm animals, sacrifice those into there. But there's something else I'm going to want to do, which is I'm going to want to make rituals. So my altar is not good enough right now. Rituals. So I would make some ritual stones. Those are kind of expensive. So now that I have a tier 2 altar, I could at least make these. The thing is I need a master ritual stone in order to use those, which requires I think a tier 3 altar at least. Yeah, because I need to get the better blood orbs. And all these blood orbs are basically the same. You put an item in there, and then it turns it into a blood orb. And you need a particular tier of altar for each blood orb. And each blood orb allows you to store more blood in your life pool. So we start out with a weak one, that's the lowest tier. Then we can move up to an apprentice, which is an emerald in the blood altar. So right now I could put an emerald in there, but it takes 5,000 LP, so I need at least 5,000 LP in there. And I can check that with my divination signal. Nope, not there yet. And eat the regeneration food. It's kind of, that's actually doesn't really matter. The hunger doesn't really matter because I'm getting my regeneration food right now. But anyway, I got 5,000 in there at least. So I can go ahead and get my tier 2 orb. And each orb, basically, depending on the orb that you're using at the time. So I got a weak orb. I need an emerald. Emerald. If I put this in here, I'm going to get my next tier orb. And there's 5,000 in there, so I don't got to worry about it. It's going to convert. If you are doing one of these blood infusions like this, and you run out of blood in the altar, what happens is you start losing progress on the thing that you're attempting to infuse with blood. So once the blood altar gets to 0 blood, the item starts losing its progress, so it goes backwards from the point that it got up to. So you want to make sure you have enough blood altar blood in your altar before you start an infusion, or that you're able to get enough into it fast enough to finish your infusion. Because some infusions, actually quite a few infusions, cost more than the 10,000 that the basic altar can hold, and you can either increase the ability for your blood altar to hold more blood, or you can have it so that you can actually get blood in there fast enough that it doesn't matter. So now one click on that will bind it to me, and now I should be able to get a higher amount of blood in my pool. So if I click this in the air, it just shows me what's in my current essence. So now I got 600 up in there. There's still 200 in there, and another way to get blood into your pool is you can put your orb, whatever orb you're using, in there, and it'll absorb up to the maximum amount into your pool that orb is capable of allowing. Oh, I hope I said all this right. So, which is nice, because then once you get to the point where you can sacrifice mobs, and you can even auto-sacrifice them with a ritual. We were talking about that a minute ago, making the ritual stones. Then you can sit there, you can continuously have your life pool being filled up, and using that in other rituals or for magics that we're going to get into. We're going to get into some seriously heavy-duty magics using blood magic, because there's some stuff that I would really love to show you guys with the advanced spell crafting in blood magic. It's pretty awesome stuff. But let's see, anything else that I want to cover today before I'm going to make a bunch of runes, like a bunch of these special runes. So this is basically, now I can make reinforced slates. For the different tiers of slates, there's a bunch of different tiers of slates that are going to be required. There's the basic one, which is a little different than usual. You use a living rock to get that. But then the rest of them are just upgrades of the other ones. You just infuse more blood into them and they go up. So that's the tier 2. That's the tier 3. Tier 4. And then there's a new tier, I think. Tier 5. No, there's no tier 6. I thought there was a tier 6. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to do a bunch of that off camera. I'm going to get all the... There's a lot. I have a lot to do. I'm going to get a lot of runes, because it's like 140 some runes, I think, total to finish this all off. And that's a lot of sitting here making blood and stuff. And I'm going to do that off camera. Plus, I'm going to set up my living rock generator to be fully automated now, so that I can get a full barrel of living stone ready to go because I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need it for all that, and I'm gonna need it for building because I want to make my palace over there out of living stone. And yeah, I think that's gonna cover it for this episode. I got a little bit of start into blood magic as requested. I hope you guys liked the altar. I was really torn about what material to use when building it, and I really like purple. I really like purple stuff, and I seen voidstone. I'm like, oh, I've never made one out of voidstone before. I've used a lot of other different materials on building a blood altar before, and this is pretty much my standard thing I use. When I have carpenter blocks, I like to use a lot of slopes to give it that nice look of that pyramid look. I think it looks pretty sweet. You know what else I can do? Or could do. I don't need to do this just yet. I need some glowstone. Do I have glowstone in here? Yeah, I do have glowstone. And I think it has to be a vanilla glowstone. I don't think you use a chisel version. But I don't know. I like the Sortex glowstone. I like the Sortex glowstone a lot. These pillars right here, these pillars have to have glowstone on top of them. So I can go ahead and do that. The thing that I need for on top of these pillars is a bloodstone, and I'm going to need to go through a whole process of making a ritual and using it in order to get the weapon that I need to get that. So we'll do that next episode. We'll do some more blood magic next episode, and then we'll probably do a little bit of Thaumcraft and random other magic stuff. So we're going to be doing magic for a few episodes again until we get that back up. I'm also probably going to try to run some cables and expand my system a little bit so that I can get access to my inventory at different locations around the city. So it would be nice to actually have one up there on the altar. I've done that before. Had one like right somewhere around here. I forget where it was at, but I've had that. And the new energistic system allows you to put the interfaces flat on the ground too, so that's nice. Terminals. What do you guys? Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed making it. Be sure and leave a like and comment, a thumbs up if you liked it. And until next time, I will catch you later.